Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco Season 6, Race Number 6. We are here in Silverstone for, I already said Race 6 of the season. I am Normie on Xbox, back with you again. And of course, joined by Mr. BB and Potato in the booth. Potato, welcome. Tell me a little bit what you're looking for today.
Yeah, so here at a historic 18-turn course. It's gonna be very interesting. We've seen a lot of rain, and this is one of those tracks where, I mean, if you put it up to, this is gonna be the most likely for it. So these drivers probably not hoping it'll rain. There's been a lot of rain recently, but if it's a dry race, it's gonna be really interesting. I think a lot of guys have a chance at getting a good finish.
Oh,
Usually, as Josh Brown
so
retires, filling in for
since it is
China.
April Fool's Day, I don't know if you saw this or not in the chat, Potato, but there is a little bit of a twist to qualifying tonight. Without telling anybody, besides the admins, there is no assists on for qualifying.
So that's probably why Josh Brown just wrecked.
Correct. And there's going to be another twist to the race that we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, we just saw Josh crash out, so probably a result of that. And also, I think the rain forecast is why you're seeing, as Bama goes way wide, is why you're seeing a lot of guys on track here early in the session. So already down to 14 minutes to go.
Interesting seeing guys flip and slide around here, even in the dry, because of no assist.
Yep, it's going to be interesting as Bama, Cole, Rowdy all drop times in. Cole a lot faster.
I think I had something happen.
We'll go over our some changes real quick to the roster tonight. Just One Dots, this is Oscar making his Formula Costco debut tonight, subbing in for Aaron. In the Alpine, looked for him to be near the front tonight. We'll see how that goes. And then our other sub, Skylar, is once again back in for Jake this week, as we see McKinnon go to P7. KJ is McKinnon, by the way, for all the viewers. Oscar went to 6th. Banjo to 9th. You're seeing the times be really spread out right now. That is definitely a product of assists being off, as there goes a Mercedes for a spin. And everyone is on track except for NASCAR Fan and Slurp, the 2 Ferraris, as Sean is out. And Rowdy out as well. Oh, is it already raining? It might be already raining. I think that's why. Yeah, it is already raining. Dang, yep. So the rain came really quickly.
Oh.
So not everyone's going to get a lap in. Skinny went to a 153.3. As Castron just got DQ'd from the session. So here comes Slurp out, but his lap is going to be way off of everyone else's. And we see rain impacting the track for the second week in a row. Now all these guys that have not set laps yet, they're going to really, really struggle. As you see, Cheesy, got bumped by a Red Bull. And you thought it was...
Batteries died starting back.
You're good. I was just going to say, you see how much people are struggling with no assists already, and now add in the rain, and it's going to be a real struggle for guys to get... McKinnon, a hard crash on the front stretch just past start finish.
Oh my...
As everybody is retiring already.
Flying in the can't tell what corner that's turned 17, I think.
This is going to be a wacky qualifying session. I don't even think we're going to have multiple people not set laps. And DeMeo is spun as well. Broken his wing. So yeah, a lot of guys are really, really struggling. This is definitely a sight to see.
Oh, he goes again. Man, Logan cannot get past this last car there.
My goodness. DeMeo. Oh my goodness! He just murders the McLaren of Cheesy as DeMeo's out, and Cheesy gets a penalty. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna have a lot of people not setting times. Slurp is to the line. DeMeo just left the session. Let's go on board with Slurp here for this lap. No assists in the rain.
Well, this is the chance for guys to get a really good qualifying session if they can just get the car around the track.
Yeah, no kidding. Slurp sideways. And you're definitely not going to see anybody get anywhere close to a 128.1 that Cole set. Slurp goes really wide.
Slurp that incredible drive in the sprint race.
And in the race last week as well.
Yeah, but he probably that's probably not a preferred option for him, so he's going to want to go out here and put up just a decent lap, and that should put him inside the top 6 or so.
He's keeping it more straight than I thought he would. But let's see what kind of lap he can put up. He's going to get nowhere close to probably even the top 10 right here. Probably going to be 11th. Oh, sliding through. Yep, going to be 10th for Slurp. And NASCAR Fan is the only one yet to set a time, and that's probably going to do it.
Oh. Is that? It's Slurp.
Slurp
Okay.
just retired, yeah.
Well, this is definitely going to be very entertaining. Sorry, this is going to be a pretty boring into it, as most of the field is already wrecked out, and
Yeah.
Chan is still trying to get around the racetrack. He has no front wing. Oh, watch out. That's going to be that's a big piece of foam that just got taken out.
Yep, NASCAR Fan no front wing is going to go around and make a lap anyway here. This is definitely the most interesting qualifying session I've seen. Not off of people actually being close to each other, just seeing everyone absolutely die.
Chance to finish the lap backwards.
He's almost there. He might beat his previous time of a 2:38. Oh wait, he's
Nah,
nowhere
this one's
close.
been
Never
worse.
mind.
This is like 4 minutes or something. I don't even think he can beat that.
Oh, there he goes in the wall. So how's he not getting disqualified yet?
I don't know. Because Castron got a penalty earlier for going backwards.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And NASCAR Fan still spinning. There he goes again. Oh my.
How about the RBs, man? They've really impressed the past couple of weeks. They're going to get a pretty good qualifying here.
Alright, well, I think this is probably going to be the grid unless NASCAR Fan somehow beats Chan's 2:38.
I don't know, that's a heck of a time. They're looking like the 2014 cars.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot of guys start to retire.
Yeah, I think it might just be more efficient for NASCAR fan to just give this one up. Can't actually tell if JB is trying to go straight or not. Oh, he apparently got a collision too.
Oh, goodness. Can safely say this is the qualifying session of all time.
Oh, so Joey that got that? Yeah, I looked at him and it said he said he was on the track, but he
Oh,
just showed
Joey
the
got
pit road.
DQ'd. Oh, my goodness.
How does okay, I'm confused because I went over to him and it just showed the pit road, but it said he was on the track, so I don't know where the dangerous spot would have been.
Couldn't tell
That's
you either.
unfortunate. He's gonna be in the back. Maybe he's just doing a drift run around here. Oh, you guys are already ready to get out of here, I guess. This
Yeah,
one, they
and
probably seem to end it.
I was gonna save this till the end of the session, but it looks like the chat already kind of knows. The other April Fool's joke was we were going to invert the grid for the race, the entire grid. Um, so that is still happening.
No way.
So,
Actually?
yeah, I'm not joking. Even though I typed it before Joey got DQ'd because I think he kind of knew and did it anyway, so he's gonna be starting at the back too. But yeah, so Castron is gonna be on pole. Wait, why did Skinny just get DQ'd and go to 20th? Okay, that doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Skinny starting 9th, whatever. So, yeah, that is the dumbest qualifying session of all time, which is going to set us up for oh my god, a Castron Sean front row. um, yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to send you the grid. Where are you at? There you are. Just so you know where everyone starts for reference. But, I
Yeah,
think
so
we're making the new
GST's gonna
lobby.
have a good start here. I know there's one of those tracks, this in Qatar, that he's really high on.
And yeah, he's going to be starting
Booster and
third, so this could be the big result that he needs. Why is it asking me to pick my constructor?
And it's Red Bull.
Radio check.
Well, I was so high on the RB cars with Sam and
Yeah.
JB, but now they're just gonna have to start in the back. So
They're both really good at this track, though. Dude, I do not care about F1 fan zone. Okay. For the broadcast, I'm going to pause it for a second. We'll be back when the lobby's up. Alright, everyone, we are back, about to get going once again. And like we mentioned, the grid will be inverted from what you saw in qualifying. So, Potato, I don't know if you have it pulled up, but you want to look through the grid for the stream? Oh, he's disconnected. Okay. You back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go through the grid for the stream while we load in?
Okay, yeah, so it'll be the reverse order other than Shane and Joey who ended up having stuff happen late. So it'll be wait, yeah. Just Shane didn't gain that much spots. So it's Catherine and Sean, front row, then it's Cheesy and Josh. Good start for Cheesy. I think, chances wise as well as how high he's starting. NASCAR fan and Shan in the third row, Snowy and DeMeo, Skinny and Skyler, Slurp and Logan. Slurp, a good start for him because of the subpar qualifying effort. Kind of came in there late once the rain had started. Then you've got, I said Slurp and Logan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, okay. You have McKinnon and Banjo, Oscar and Bama, 15th and 16th, Joey and JB, and Rowdy and Nicole will round it out. So still in the fastest at the back to start this with the inversed starting order. Really interesting to watch. This track is a really high-speed turn 1, so watch out for that, as well as turn 8 and 9 will be really high-speed corners for these guys to go through, so it's going to be tough when you go 2, maybe even 3 wide through there to see who can come out on top. And I think the big decider, the biggest factor in here is who of the guys like Slurp and Cole and Rowdy is going to be the best for 16, 17, and 18 coming off that final lap, the first lap, end of the first lap to see who's going to be at closest to the front. Try to work their way up eventually.
Yeah, we saw that make a difference last week when we did the inverse grid thing. And we saw it make a huge difference because Slurp was able to pull far away and no one could ever catch him. But here we go. It's going to be Castro and Sean on the front row for Silverstone. The lights are out and we are underway for race 6 of the season. You see Castro get a pretty good start, but actually he's going to lift for some reason. Sean going to be your leader. Oh, there's a crash. Josh gets hit off the nose of Cheesy there. And there is carnage.
Horrible camera angle.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, Ferraris get together.
Slurp and NASCAR fan get together. Oscar in his debut has lost a few spots from the start. Logan and Joey going at it as NASCAR fan goes way off. NASCAR fan has fallen all the way from 5th to 19th. Oh, Sean spinning at the front! Castro and Sean have made contact. And Sean is going again, but loses the lead, goes from 1st to 5th. My, oh my. Cheesy up to 2nd. Snowy up 4 spots to 3rd. DeMeo up 4 spots to 4th. DeMeo could be in a really good spot here. Of our championship contenders, he is by far in the best position. Already going by Snowy. He's already up to P3. Cheesy trying to run down Castro for the lead right here. Castro goes wide. Cheesy tries to send it in, but is not quite there. Rowdy is up 9 spots. Banjo up 4. Cole just behind Rowdy. Look back at these guys right here. You see a big battle going on here for 7th on back.
A kick car that lost a wing? No,
oh, 3 wide, going down the inside goes Banjo on Chan and Skyler as he splits the middle.
Whoa.
Actually, as there's a car coming to the pits.
Man.
Is that Cole in? No, it's Chan. Chan and Bama in. So Castron leads lap number 1 as the field spreads out. We have 2 early pit stops for wing damage. Tough break for Bama and Chan. Bama we thought would be a contender tonight for sure. DeMeo giving heavy pressure to Sheezy for P2. McKinnon had a fantastic start up to 6th place from 13th. We mentioned Rowdy up 11 spots on the first lap. Joey up 9. Slurp up 1 only. Cole up 9. Banjo up 2.
Oh.
Now Joey goes around
Slurp.
Rowdy. Oh, there was somebody off the track. Slurp's off the track. He comes back on, but is missing his left end plate, so we have damage to the championship leader.
Rough start for the Ferraris.
This is, yeah, not been a good start for Ferrari at all. Castron's still leading. Cheesy and DeMeo still in contact with him. Then you have the 2 Aston, Snowy, and Sean as Joey makes another pass on Sean. Joey started on the soft tires. He is absolutely flying right now. Well, let's take a look at the tires here. Pretty split down the grid. Castron on softs, that's why he's been able to pull away a little bit. Cheesy and DeMeo on the mediums. Then you have Snowy through McKinnon now as Joey takes 6th on the softs. And then 8th through 12th on the mediums. Skylar and Logan on the softs. NASCAR fan on the mediums. JB on the hards. Oscar Skinny on the mediums. And Bama and Chan, who both made the pit stops, are on hards as well. As we complete lap 2, Joey takes the fastest lap away. Oh, Skinny! Man, oh man, he cannot avoid speeding in the pits. It has been every single race, as Logan actually is pitting as well for a new front wing. Cole making moves still up to 8th. He and Josh are side by side. Josh on the inside, Cole on the outside. Cole with the DRS, and the ERS is going to go around him. Cole actually got by Rowdy. So this is going to be 3 wide for 8th as Rowdy makes the 2-for-1 pass, but checks up, and there goes Cole flying around the outside again. There's still 3 wide. Rowdy trying to hang around the outside. They're 3 wide again. Oh, Josh and Cole make contact. What a battle going on there. Everybody gets away cleanly. Cole with the position.
Yeah, these guys trying to get as much as they can, get out front, and get these easy quote-unquote spots. But it's not a guarantee for any of these guys. They're going to battle as much as they can.
2 rookies back here battling for 15th. That is Skylar and Oscar. Oscar at his first start, like we mentioned, up to 15th now. JBP 14 on the hards.
I mean, I didn't even realize how bad of a qualifying effort DeMeo had to put him higher up. Still up 5 spots into 3rd. You see Joey up 12, Cole up 12, and Rowdy up 10. All the guys that are trying to get through this field quick, as well as Slurp, but he's got some issues.
Oh, Banjo with a speeding penalty as well. My goodness. That's 3 speeding penalties in 3 laps, and Banjo, who I'm assuming is pitting here because of damage to his front wing. Yes, he is. So, not a good start at all for a lot of our guys that we thought would be at the front this race. Cheesy catching Castron, going to go for the move down the inside for the lead. Castron has led every lap so far.
You can't forfeit a spot to DeMeo.
Yep, DeMeo right there. Is it going to be on the inside? Not quite. Gonna watch on board DeMeo as we watch the 2 in front of him battle it out. Easy all over Castron. Castron, remember, on the softs, these 2 behind him on the medium tires. The play 2 has the advantage of the start, but that's gonna continually make the advantage go to the 2 behind him that are chasing him, especially because they both have DRS now as well. DeMeo with the run is going to go to the inside of Cheesy for P2 right here, and could potentially get the 2-for-1, as always, all over Castron into the corner. DeMeo is taking second away. Cheesy trying to come back, though.
Oh,
a little bit of contact. Cheesy hit into the back of DeMeo there. He gets away damage-free. These guys well ahead of the next pack on back as McKinnon is making a pit stop. A lot of guys are coming in early. Joey, oh my goodness, a very risky move to the outside of Sean. Puts him in the grass. Caution for a Alpine.
Who's pitting? I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a caution for McKinney who's in the pits. Joey has gotten around Sean, now trying to get around Snowy for P4. Cole with them as well, as is Rowdy. There goes Joey down the inside as DeMeo makes the pass for the lead around the outside. He's still together as he and Castron battle it out. DeMeo with the run is going to take the lead. So big deal here for DeMeo as he going to now try to stretch this gap out. Joey did get by Snowy. Cole did as well. And now here comes Rowdy trying to do the same.
2 spots from Aston Martins. Both went wide consecutive corners, getting Cole up into that 5th spot. But Rowdy's going to have to get past Snowy.
Big run for Rowdy to the inside. He will go up Snowy. Going to be tight through these 2 corners. And not able to make the move stick. Oh, contact is made. Rowdy has to go off the track.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah, very good recovery for sure. Cole now going around Joey for P4. Cole started shotgun on the field, up to 4th after 4.5 laps. They're going to have some serious work to do because that pack up front, DeMeo, Castro, and Cheesy, 5 seconds ahead.
So both Banjo and Bama made a second stop? Is that really?
Maybe to get the... actually, I'm not sure. Sean by Snowy for P7 as the Aston's battle. Slurp still back here, P9. This is the battle to watch because Cole, DeMeo, Slurp all battling for the championship. Slurp down in 9th while DeMeo leads and Cole is up to 4th. Rowdy now has lost those 2 actually. Slurp make it P8 for the Ferrari driver now. Remember, he has that end plate damage. Document Oscar, who had the rough start, up to 12th now. He is doing solidly so far. Josh holding on to the last points spot right now. P10, about a second or so ahead of NASCAR fan. Oh, Skyler out of the race! Will that be a safety car? He also lagged out. Caution sector 2, I believe we're staying green as... Oh, Cheesy and Castron. Oh my goodness, they're both around! Cheesy, Castron! They have crash battling for P2! Oh my goodness! There goes Cole and Joey and Rowdy through. They get going. And that whole lead that they had is now gone, and now they've lost multiple spots. Oh my goodness.
He's in such a good spot along with Catherine. That's unbelievable.
I was just about to say... This was probably Cheesy's best shot at getting that ever elusive podium, and I'm not sure what happened because the camera angle was terrible, but he and Castron get together, and now Cole, Joey, Rowdy all around them.
Well, it's not over,
now
but
Slurp
it's a whole lot
right
tougher
with them
now.
as well. Yeah, definitely. So that means DeMeo now has a 6.3 second lead over Cole, who has Joey and Rowdy with him, then Cheesy, Castron, Slurp, Sean, and Josh going around. Snowy for 9th. Here comes NASCAR fan looking to get both of them. As he goes up to P10, passing Snowy. Now Josh will try to hold off the Ferrari, but NASCAR fan going to go right down the inside and pick up the position. So the Ferraris after the rough start are now 7th and 9th. All good, all things considered there. As still going at it for position, Josh and NASCAR fan. With Oscar just behind them, looking for points in his debut. As now Rowdy makes the move on Joey for 3rd. So Cole and Rowdy, who started 20th and 19th, are now 2nd and 3rd. But still, they have a long way to go to get up to DeMeo. Coming 18 laps to go.
And now Slurp is within the toe of Cheesy and Castron. Imagine he's going to get ahead of them eventually. Although Slurp does have that damage though, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Left end plate gone, and he's going to look to make the move on Castron right now with the DRS. Will he have enough? Looks like he will go to the inside. Castron going to battle a little bit and actually keep the position. See if Slurp is able to make the move down here. Gonna be tough in this portion of the racetrack with all high-speed corners and not a lot of room. We noted Bama and Banjo both had to make multiple stops. They're still out back. Gonna need some serious help to get them back in contention.
And I mean, really, Cheesy and Castron wrecking there just completely flipped this into a normal-looking front portion of the field because DeMeo just had that below-average subpar start, but that really helped him here as he's not quite cruising because they're gaining on him, but
Yeah, the Cole and everybody
pitting.
behind him gained 1.3 seconds that lap. As Snowy is into the pits. Is DeMeo on the soft snow? DeMeo's on the mediums. Cole, Rowdy are as well. And then Joey's on the soft tires. I don't think we're going to see anybody make a two-stop strategy, but definitely interesting to note that those guys are on the softs. Yeah. As, Slurp and Castron make some contact. Slurp clears them for 6th. No. And now sets his sights on Jeezy.
I think he is a bit
Snowy
wounded,
is up.
though. I don't know if he'll even be able
definitely.
to get Cheesy in this run.
His teammate NASCAR fan making good progress. He is up to 8th now after his rough start. Battle for 2nd. Here comes Rowdy. And he makes that easy move on Cole with the DRS near the end of the lap. And that makes it a Red Bull 1-2. These guys are all gaining, though, on the leader DeMeo. As there goes into the points, Oscar in his debut. Just passes Josh, and in front of him has some more spots available with NASCAR fan and Sean. So he had a really rough start to this race, lost a lot of positions, but now has recovered beautifully up to P10. We knew that he would be fast, but he is showing all of us that our intuition was right. That's the word I was looking for. As Cashman actually got back around Slurp, so Slurp's starting to struggle with that damage. He's going to lose even more time fixing it in the pits.
Oh, that was, I got scared for a second. That was Rowdy that went wide. I was like, hold on. So he's still covered. He's fine. I think he went wide off that corner. So he's got
Didn't lose any spots.
Cole and Joey right behind him.
Slurp and Cashman still battling. Cheesy's pulled well ahead of these guys now. As Josh got back on Oscar for 10th, but now Oscar coming back at him here, side by side, between the Alpine and the Sauber. And Oscar gets the move done that time. Slurp and Castron going at it again. Here comes Slurp around the outside with the DRS. Can he make the move stick? Castron's still there.
Joey pitting.
Joey pitting on the soft tires. As Castron looks for the switchback, almost contact. And yeah, Joey in, so let's see if he goes to probably hard tires here, I would guess. With 16 laps to go. And no, medium tires, alright, so Joey, the first one to play a real strategy game with a scheduled pit stop. As caution sector 3, that's for
Red Bull?
JB Smoove, who was, I believe, in the wall on this front straightaway. But he gets going, has no damage. Joey here rejoins in P12. And in very clean track besides JB, which is good news for him, because he'll get some DRS aid as Oscar continues to make moves. Up to P8 he goes now.
And Josh to
Cole Rowdy still together.
follow, but can't quite. He's going to be stuck behind Don. It's not going to help.
We've seen Josh and Sean battle fiercely in this league before. Looks like they're going to do that again. As Rowdy and Cole battle, Rowdy takes P2 away. They're still trying to gain on DeMeo, who have not made as much progress as they were before, as the gap's still over 5 seconds. They have plenty of time to get up to the Red Bull.
But I have to think for Cole, how much do you just, like, when it's a move that's a tough one, you just don't pull it off to try to keep gaining on DeMeo, because it's not a guarantee that they'll catch him. I mean, it's slow progress, it's petered off a bit, but they still are gaining. If they stay in tow with each other, gaining with each other's DRS, I think they'll get there eventually. But we'll have to see.
Speaking of Red Bull, they are currently 1-2 in this race and have a 15-point lead in the constructor standings over Ferrari, so this result will only help them solidify that more. Ferrari 6th and 7th, and McLaren is 20 points back of Red Bull. They are 3rd and 4th, so it's Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Alpine, Sauber, Aston Martin, your top 10 right now.
That Joey should slot in in 4th by the time this.
But Williams, who was looking to get back in the fight for the Constructors' Championship, taking a major hit as Cole goes by Rowdy for 2nd place, because Banjo is still all the way down P19, basically out of any shot at points, barring some safety cars later in the event. And the driver's title, Slurp has an 8-point lead coming into this race, but with Cole and DeMeo both up front, that's surely going to change. DeMeo is 10 points back, Cole 8 points back. And then Joey way behind. As caution sector 2, that's for the Haas of Skinny, who drops all the way down to 19th, still stopped. As Casher and Sean both pit. Casher exits on the mediums, and Sean in for mediums as well. Skinny is still staying.
Yeah,
stopped.
He would have been fine, but he didn't want to go in front of the leaders that were passing.
He gets going now, and will be a lap down. So DeMeo still your leader coming to halfway this time. The gap is now under 5 seconds. Cole 4.6 back. Slurp has moved up to 5th. Cautions in sector 2 again.
I don't know what that was for.
I believe that's once again for Skinny.
I guess so.
Still green. There you see the gap between the leaders as Rowdy goes around Cole with the DRS.
I mean, a heck of a job by Josh. He got back to 1.8, 1.9 behind Oscar after he finally had gotten past, struggling to get past Sean, but now is caught into his toe and is battling with Oscar here for P7.
Might have a shot at him here. Josh showing pretty good speed in this race. Had a rough start, lost 4 spots, but looking to get one of them back here potentially. Battling Oscar in his debut. Joey in P9. NASCAR fan is into the pits now. So after this, I believe, caution sector 2, that's for an Aston this time, and that is Snowy, who is slow and gets going. NASCAR fan exits the pits on hard tires. So with Joey making that really early pit stop, he should definitely come out the leader. But then those guys are going to have way fresher later in the race, and also are probably going to soft, so it's going to be very hard for him to hold that lead.
I mean, Cheesy is going to be kicking himself going to bed tonight. I mean, it's not over, but he was sitting there right in between that spot. Rowdy and Cole probably would have caught up to him, but he definitely could have stayed in that toe, and he could have been ahead of Joey if the strategy goes awry for him. It's just going to be...
Yeah, like you said, still a long way to go. As there goes Cole making the pass for P2. These guys are just trying to use the DRS to gain any spot they can. Gain any time they can on Cole. As Cole's into the pits, Rowdy stays out. So Cole making the move here on lap 15 to come in. Which if he puts on softs, we'll see what he does. And he will go to... Yep, softs for Cole. So he will have to take these 11 laps. Jeezy stays out, Slurp does as well. So now we'll see where Joey comes out in relation to Cole. Here he comes out of the last corner. We'll jump on board with Cole, who's here at pit exit. There goes Joey.
In front of him.
Cole ahead of him, actually. Wow. Joey pitted multiple laps ago. And is still behind Cole, and Cole has the way fresher tires and the softer compound now, so Cole gonna pull far, far ahead. Wow. I am surprised by that. I thought Joey would be way gone. I guess that shows you how powerful the DRS is.
Well,
And I guess Joey wasn't doing very good on those mediums.
these Red Bulls are gonna have to pit pretty late here. One of them's gonna have to wait a lap because, I mean, I think that's not an issue of a double stack. You get four seconds of gap. I think they'll be fine. We'll see when they pit.
Let's see if either of them respond to Cole coming in.
Rowdy does.
If you're DeMeo here, you can wait a few laps. Rowdy is in, because DeMeo has the over 4-second lead, so as long as he doesn't wait too long, I think he'll be happy with having the fresher tires and still having the little advantage. Yeah, Cheesy in as well. Rowdy exits on soft, Slurp is in.
I think Oscar and Josh are so
2, 3,
enthralled in
4
their own
coming
battle.
in.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
They just keep on going, but they'll be one of the last ones to pit here.
Cole is coming up on them now as Joey sets the fastest lap of the race.
Interesting. It took him a bit to do that, because he didn't have it before then. Almost like he woke
Cole
up when he saw
1.3 ahead of him.
Cole come out ahead of him.
Cheesy comes out. Cole passes Josh and will fly around Oscar as well. Caution sector 2. Oh, that's 2. Oh! That's Williams, the Banjo, and Snowy both are around. Yeah. They both get going, and man, it has not been a good race for Banjo. Snowy started 3rd. Or, I'm sorry, started 7th, got to 3rd, and now
Looks like we
relegated to 17.
We missed some wing damage on this Cage's McKinnon, right?
Yes.
That's McKinnon, because he's in for a second stop and had to repair his wing.
DeMeo is in. So DeMeo will have the 2-lap fresher tires than Cole, but will that short pit be enough for Cole to get up to him? Rowdy came out behind Joey, but now passes him. And now we'll have to do the same to Josh and Oscar. Actually, he will not, as both of them come into the pits right here. So now we'll see DeMeo has exited the pits. Josh and Josh and Oscar both speed. Oh man, they were both in line.
They're just so focused on that battle, they both go in too hard. Oh, Red
is a huge
DeMeo
shame.
went off. He's spun.
DeMeo's in the grass. Oh no! Wow. And all that, the entire lead that he had now gone, but he's still with them. But Cole well gone, 2.5 seconds up the road. And DeMeo, just like that, had the win in his hands. What happened? Did you see what happened to him?
No, I came in there and he was slow, but he was pointing forward. I am assuming he just spun off maybe the curb coming off the pit road. I don't know.
That is a terrible break for DeMeo, who has absolutely dominated this race. And now we'll have to put in a lot of work just to get back up to 2nd and try to catch Cole. He does have the fresher soft tires, but he's over 3 seconds behind him and still has passed 2 cars. Wow. Crazy turn of events at the front. I believe we're still waiting on JB to pit. And Sean to pit. Yeah, JB is not pitted yet. Chan pitted on lap 1. Logan made an early pit stop as well. So they will have to come in again, as will Banjo. Sean actually short pitted a lot, so he's been in already. 9 to go in Silverstone in what has been a very topsy-turvy race. And now it's up to Rowdy to see Skinny. That is his 2nd speeding penalty of the race. And probably 7th one of the season, if I'm just keeping track off the top of my head. He speeds like probably every race, I think. As Slurp sets the fastest lap, but he is all the way down to P9. DeMeo has passed Rowdy now for 3rd place with the DRS. DeMeo has to go and go now if he wants any shot at this, because he has to catch Rowdy, and then they probably have to work together to get up to Cole. And does Rowdy have the fresher tires? He does. So Cole has the oldest tires of the leaders, but with only a couple of laps difference. How much of a difference does it make?
I mean, we've seen in past races, it makes it, I mean, it's significant. It's marginal, rather. It's not huge. You can obviously win a race either way. I think the bigger factor will be DRS, but I think it'll definitely play a factor for just seeing these. I mean, because you get 3 laps and the lead 2 laps, 1 lap. It's all progressive down 1st, 2nd, and 3rd with that gap there. But I don't think DeMeo can get back up there. His pace wasn't quite. I don't think it's quite as good as Cole and Rowdy's.
Rowdy is closing on Cole, though, right now. He's cut the gap to under 2 seconds. DeMeo has cut the gap to Rowdy to under 2 seconds. See what they can do here in the closing laps. So you see all those guys with speeding penalties, and Oscar, unfortunately, was going to be in position for points, and now probably finished in the 12th to 13th range.
So, wait, is JB's still not pitted?
Yep. Rowdy continuing to close on Cole. It's down to 1.6.
Maybe this is a track-to-track thing for JB, but he went more stops than everybody else did last week, and he was still super loose all over the place. Here, he goes about the longest you can possibly run on hards, and it's fine. I mean, it's like in super loose. His pace is obviously not what it would be, but
I think Rowdy is going to get there. He is closing and closing. It's down to 1.4.
only problem is his battery's down to 14. Cole's is safe at 70. Cole needs to be careful, though. I mean, he needs to be more, maybe not right now. That's why he's not using it, but have some more freedom in using that DRS rather, to keep that gap. Don't let him get within a second, because then he has that extra 8 of DRS, and it's a whole different story.
DeMeo has not been able to gain on Rowdy. He's actually lost quite a bit of time, so what you were saying about his... Josh, another penalty. He just pitted.
I wondered, he might have gotten wing damage from Sean. I know he was gaining on Sean a lot and hit him in one of these corners. Like, I didn't know if he hit him or not. Maybe that is why I could be lying, as he gets a wing ready.
Yeah, that's a shame for Josh, too, because he was battling for points all night. Back up at the front. Checking in on the rest of the guys. Slurp not having the race at all that he wanted. Looks like the highest he's going to finish probably 6th or 7th.
Well, I think Oscar still could get points here. If we
He definitely could.
Because he's 12 points ahead of Chan, who's 2 spots behind him, and both JB and Chan have to pit, I think, eventually. I guess Chan doesn't have to, but...
Chan, yeah, he probably will. Yep, JB is in now. Caution Sector 1 for... I don't know.
The car pitting.
Green. I don't know why it does that. Cola's pushed back away from Rowdy now. Rowdy is pushing a lot more, and the gap is growing to Cole, who I think is just managing his gap right here a little bit. JB rejoins in around P12, just in front of his teammate.
Disappointing day for those RB cars. Really promising qualifying, but I think that was the double-edged sword that kind of hurt them in the race because of the April Fools inverse qualifying. They really got caught up in some messes. Similar to the Ferraris in that first lap, but the Ferraris were able to recover somewhat to 7th and 8th, and they're back in 12th and 13th. Injured up here again. Oh, he was on 16 lap gold hard.
Yeah, you definitely have to come in again. Joey's still with DeMeo for P3.
And that
He's
is
really
really
not been able to
isolated cheesy
gain
here. He
anything.
can't gain on them because of that. What are you saying?
Because now they will go by the lap car of Josh.
Oh, yeah.
And Rowdy still has not been able to gain back that time. He got it down to 1.4. It's now 1.7. Caution. Oh, there's a spin for... Not sure who that was. Might have been Banjo. Yeah, Banjo just on ghosted. We stay green. Safety car free race to this point.
Oh,
Oh, Josh
is
is
off.
out! Oh, man. We just were talking about how good of a race Josh was having, and now he has crashed.
and both
Trying to
DNFs
see
are
where.
in the cake sours.
Yep. Not a good race for the Sauber bunch. We do stay green. I was worried that I was going to say, oh, we have had no safety cars, and then Josh immediately wrecks. But we do stay green. Coming to 4 laps to go. Cole has a 1.4 second lead. Rowdy has gained again. But Cole is just sitting there charging his battery, so it looks like he could probably push away at any point here. Rowdy using more of it. Down to 1.3 as Slurp is up to 6th, passing Cashman for that spot. But unless he can gain 4 seconds on Cheesy in 4 laps, then it looks like that's where he's going to end up finishing. Rowdy is gaining, though. He's just out of DRS range now.
Cole still toying with them though, still at 70% battery.
He had to use some of it there to push away a little bit, but Rowdy gained a lot through the first part of the lap. Cole with 2 wins this season already. Rowdy looking for his first.
Keep in mind, if this comes up later, very odd DRS zone, detection zone for the second one. It's in at the end of, I believe, in real life it is, I believe in here too, the DRS detection zone is a really odd spot for the actual DRS zone for the second one. The long straightaway, the DRS detection zone is in turn 10. In this game, it might be in turn 10. They might have changed it. I don't know.
Cole used some of his battery to make the gap up to 1.5 again. This would be career win number 9 for Rowdy, which would tie him all-time with DeMeo. This would be win number 19 for Cole. Rowdy in his return last season got the win at Baku.
Yeah, that is where the detection
Cole, as
zone
we
is.
documented, already
So yeah, keep
won
that in
2
mind.
races this season.
This Banjo, fastest lap, man. He's on noob soft. That won't count.
Yeah, so no fastest lap point will come into the picture today. Slurp actually is gaining on Cheesy. He's almost got it down to 3 seconds, so potentially could get top 5 here.
Well, JB's going for fastest lap right here. We'll see if he can attempt for it. He's in 11th. He could end up counting that. Actually,
Looks
no,
like
he's too
Oscar
far
will
behind.
still hold on to P9
Yeah.
because he's 11 seconds ahead of Sean with the 10-second penalty. The gap up front still staying the same, and looks like we really don't have any battles going on track right now. Oscar is closing on NASCAR fans, so that could be a battle, but NASCAR fans going to get it anyway with the speeding penalty for the Alpine. Cole has started to use battery, though. He has sensed that it's time to push as McKinnon gets a penalty. He's already down P15, so that won't matter much for him. But Cole now is at 55%. Rowdy's still at 20. As we come around to 2 to go in Silverstone, the two that started at the rear are the two that are battling for the win. Rowdy's still not able to make up the ground that he needs. Got really sideways on the curb there. That's going to lose him 0.3.
That was
costly. Very costly mistake. And now he's going to be over 2 seconds back. So, borrowing a mistake from Cole, looks like he's going to be a 3-time winner this season. No one else even has 2. And now he's going to be up to 3. Rowdy needed a perfect few laps to have a shot at it, but it looks like he's going to likely come home for his second place finish of the season, which will jump him into the top 5 in points, passing Banjo. And with Slurp in P6, this will give Cole the points lead by a pretty significant margin. As we come around to the white flag, 1 to go in Silverstone. There's the McLaren of Cole on pace for career win number 19. And he just did everything he needed to. Got up through the field, got to 3rd, and then that DeMeo mistake was all it took for him to take advantage, and then just was able to pull away from Rowdy, manage the gap, and now half a lap away. Gap still 1.8 seconds. Cole navigates Sector 2 and into Sector 3 for the final time. It's going to be win number 3, career win number 19, and the points lead for the McLaren of Coleus de Gamer. A perfect day for him here in Silverstone. From 20th to 1st, Cole wins it in Silverstone. Rowdy comes home P2. DeMeo will come home 3rd. Making a double Red Bull podium, which will very much help them in the constructor standings and extend their lead. Joey comes home P4. Cheesy P5. Here comes Slurp for 6th. Castron, a very strong race for him, P7. NASCAR fan looks like he will get 8th. And it's going to be a battle for 9th because JB is just out of 10-second range of Oscar. Can he get there in time? Oscar to the line. And will JB be able to get him? Round he comes, and no, he will not. Oscar holds on, but JB will get the last point. Sean finishes 11th for the 2nd week in a row. Bama, who had this rough start, was able to recover to P12. Chan 13th, and it'll be Logan 14th, McKinnon 15th, and Snowy. And then Banjo, who DNF'd on the last lap. Skinny Josh Schuyler, your finishing results. Alright, and we'll get our podium in here to talk to him. Welcome.
Hello there.
I see everyone loved the idea.
Everybody had a great time. Everybody had a great time.
What happened with him? Alright.
I think
Get to the
everybody's
interviews.
okay. Nobody gives a shit.
Potato, talk to DeMeo for me, our P3 finisher.
Yeah, so P3 here today for DeMeo. How big? Oh,
Oh, that's not
Oh.
supposed to be here.
how big of a factor do you think it?
Why is
You're
Jojo
not
face
supposed to
down?
be here.
Okay. Well, anyways, here with DeMeo for after a P3 finish. How much? Oh my good. How much of a factor do you think it had getting a decent start in this because of the subpar qualifying effort, and also what happened coming off the pit road?
I'm still not sure why we were even lined up like that. I don't.
April Fool.
I didn't even put a lap down on qualifying, so I'm very confused as to why I was like in the top 10.
The grid was inverted as an April Fool's joke, DeMeo. That's what happened.
Well, it was benefiting me till I kind of just fucking threw it away on pit road, as I've done multiple times this season now. I don't know what my problem is, but yeah, I don't know. The car felt fine, I guess, and then I just fucked it up. So yeah, that's not super fun, but at least Slurp had a shitty day, so I'm like kind of still in contention for the points lead. So we'll see what happens next week, I guess. I don't even know where we go.
Qatar.
Car.
Yeah, I'm asked there. Alright, GG's.
Okay. Thank you, DeMeo. And now we'll move on to our second place finisher, Rowdy. Your second P2 of the season. Another strong run for you. You and Cole both started on the last row and finished 1-2. What more did you need to get in there at the end?
Josh Brown not giving Cole DRS. That's what I fucking needed. How about that? How about that? How about he doesn't give him DRS and Cole doesn't put us last again for no fucking reason? Yeah, real funny. He thinks he's a real comedian putting us dead last. Got dragged to the
Cool
field.
day. It's a
That
funny
was
day.
not cool. It was not fun. My wheel unclenched my desk, so I had to go AI mode for a second, but we fixed that problem. But other than that, the P2 maybe could have won if Josh Brown didn't exist, but it's okay. I'll take my constructor's money.
Yep, and you'll also move into the top 5 in the points, which will get you a little bit more money because Banjo had the rough race.
Oh,
So
very
congrats on that as well. How are you feeling for Qatar next week?
Last time I raced there, it was like me, Cole, and Slurp. We all ran out of fuel there, so I'm just expecting that to happen again.
I remember that. Jesus Christ. Average
But-
Cole season 2 race.
Yeah, but looking forward to it. Pretty good at Qatar, but Cole will probably be there and put us last again, so whatever.
Nah. Normal race next week.
Yeah, for sure. Well, congrats on your P2, Rowdy. Good job driving up through the field there. Moving on to our winner, Cole, your third win of the season, and you're now miles ahead in that stack because no one even has 2. So, how was it starting 20th and going all the way to P1 and winning the race?
I basically did the same thing I did last week. Just waited. Took it easy. Just made. I did follow Rowdy for a majority until he went in AI. But yeah, just made sure I didn't get wing damage because like the second you get wing damage, you're gonna lose. Yeah, it's over basically.
As Slurp did.
Yeah. So I made sure I didn't do that, and then yeah, I mean, I thought I could have maybe caught the man. We were catching him a little, but it would have been really tough, and I doubt it, to be honest. So yeah, him spinning on pit road is I'll take my Mickey win, I guess. Yeah, he had it locked up basically. But yeah, I don't really, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'll take it, I guess. I'll take my last at first.
Yeah, very impressive drive. So you're now going to be the points leader by a decent amount with Slurp finishing sixth. So how are you feeling about that?
I do feel good. It's great to have the points lead back after Spain. But yeah, I mean, I've had a good, I don't know what round. Every other race besides Spain has been pretty good, so I'm hopeful, besides Bahrain too. But yeah, I've had a good season, so I hope I can continue it. And yeah, I hope that's it.
All right, and looking forward, how are you feeling going into Qatar next Tuesday night?
I like guitar. It's good. You just gotta make sure. Okay, you know what? I'll stop talking. I'll be here next week.
Hope so. Well, Cole, congrats on your win. And yeah, that's career win 19 for you. So you're one off of 20.
Thank you, Norman.
All right, as we get more guests in the party, I'm going to end the stream.
No, wait,
Um,
wait.
Wow, what a hilarious April Fool's Day joke. It looks like Joey's on Banjo's account. Whoever would have seen that coming?
You didn't see it coming, nigga.
I
You
did.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Whoa!
That's on
All
stream,
right,
buddy.
I'm going
That's
to
on
end
stream,
the
baby.
stream before we
That's
get
on stream.
canceled. Joey,
That's on
you're now
stream.
suspended.